Am I mute?
No, I thought you were, but you're not.
I mute myself.
Mute yourself, hon. Okay, I always feel really rude muting people. Alright, let's take it into a deep warrior pose. So we'll warm up the shoulders. Nice and slow. And kind of really reaching. 2 more. And then into the side bend. So try and keep that arm kind of over the head, not forwards. And don't squish into that shoulder. And then back again, and over. And back again. And 3. Last one, we'll just hold it a bit longer. Reach as far as you can. Gently back up, let's come to the other side, and round. And 2, 3, 4, 1 more. And then just use side bend, reach. And again, reach, just 2, and then hold on the 3rd one. Take it over, reach, reach, reach. Gently back, and just see if any tension's coming from your pec muscles. So just really squeeze the shoulder blades together, interlink your fingers, really pull back, squeezing shoulders, chin to chest, and then just start coming. So you can just go into a half fold if it feels better, Amanda. Just see how it feels. You don't have to come all the way down. Hips backwards and start trying to take the hands up towards the ceiling. Take a beautiful breath in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one, big inhalation. Bring your hands back down to your sacrum, back down to the floor. And again, either with fingertips or palms, just rock forwards and backwards. Try and just relax the head. Yeah, just take the weight into the ball of the foot, then into the heel. So if you've got a bad back, I always find wide leg is much easier for a forward fold. When the legs are together, it can feel a bit intense on the back. And then just very gently walk both hands to one foot. Again, just noticing how that leg feels. Are you tighter through the bum, through the hamstrings, through the calf? And again, a little rock. Lovely deep breaths in and out. And then gently to the other side. Again, breath in. And just notice if you are carrying more tension through the right or left side of the body. And then gently into the middle, and just make sure your knees are nice and bent as you start bringing the feet back in underneath the hip. If the legs are straight, it can often pull and feel very uncomfortable on the back. And then again, just let everything just hang and slowly start rolling back up. And just take it, take a couple of big pelvic circles. And the other way. While we're doing our shoulders, I'll tell you about my very interesting afternoon yesterday. Well, I found it interesting. So, We're just going to do some really nice, so let's see what the shoulders are doing, Ruth. So just take your shoulders up by your ears and just, oh, how awful does that feel? And then shrug them back down. And 2 more. And you see people walking around dirty like this. And your neck disappears and tension comes in the jaw. And 1 more.
I've probably got tension from these flaming braces.
Oh, have you? Yeah, that's the problem with braces, isn't it? Because your neck and your mass, like your jaw's so connected.
Because the teeth don't join anymore, they don't sit properly.
Yeah.
You constantly try to put them down, you've got plastic in the way.
Yeah.
It's just like,
How much longer have you got on?
I've got 7 more weeks of new trays to go. And then I think that's it.
Fabulous. 3, 2. You just don't do these, do you? I mean, I do in a class, but otherwise you just don't. It's madness. Yeah, I went to just near you, Ruth, yesterday. I don't know if you've been to the Yorkshire Cancer Centre. It's just near Hornbeam Park, so you just turn right at Marks and Spencer's in Harrogate. What a beautiful centre. So I'm hoping NY, and my Yorkshire Breast Cancer group that I work for, we're hoping to be doing some, well, we've done some work with them, we've done a little short film with them. But they've got a new system of, so basically as soon as anyone now, obviously it depends where you are in the country unfortunately, but hopefully it'll roll out. If someone, as soon as someone gets diagnosed, given a diagnosis of cancer, they now get sent. So the main hub is in Harrogate for prehab, so getting them, like, so they'll be given like a fitness program before they start the treatment, because there's lots of stats to say that obviously the fitter you are, the better your heart health and all that. And then they get a program, if obviously, hopefully they're well enough to do some fitness during treatment, they have a program through the treatment, and then post treatment. So, but it's a beautiful, they've got an amazing shop there. I mean, I could have spent like 2 hours looking through,
Is that the one that's on the main road? No, that's St John's, I think.
Yeah, so if you're going into Harrogate, just before you get into Harrogate, have you ever noticed the big M&S on the right hand side? So the big M&S on the right hand side, you turn right there.
Before at the lights.
At the lights, dead at the lights, And you just follow the road. So you're going to St John Fish, that's where I am. And then Hornbeam Park, it's in there.
It's on the right.
Beautiful, gorgeous cafe. Calves. I'll stretch calves in a second. And they, so we had a couple of cups of drinks and stuff, and then this beautiful. I'm going to take my mum because my mum's not good on her legs. And I thought she will spend 2 hours mooching in that shop.
Oh, wow.
They had like lovely bar, old kind of really lovely stuff. Then I thought you can park outside, free parking. And they've got a big tree in the middle of it. It's really done out beautifully. So there you go, Ruth. Go buy some second-hand stuff for charity.
I was in Harrogate on Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
I'm starting teaching a class. I was supposed to go to it on Wednesday, but I was up all night with the dog throwing up.
Oh.
And
then look, we'll keep doing these ones, Ruth, just for shoulder mobility there. Oh.
And she's doing that. It's called Evrim.
Oh.
And it's yoga, Pilates, hot yoga, and she started a class there Wednesday and Thursday lunchtimes. She said it's stunning.
Oh wow.
She's got one in Skipton as well. It's not cheap.
No.
Apparently there's a cafe in there, and
we'll do weights today. We'll do more mobility and flexibility through the shoulders. I was telling my client the other day who goes to David Lloyd, I massage Levi quite a lot, and he was saying he'd started yoga at David Lloyd, and I said, is Pam still there? He went, do you know I haven't met Pam yet, but I go on a Thursday, Joe, and she's taking over every alternate week, so I said, you've got to go, she's lovely. So
she does Tuesday nights. And it's Tuesday. I know her time's over better than she knows. She rang me at 7 o'clock this morning and went, why aren't you in your class?
Did she?
So it's also 7:30, so thank God for that.
Oh, she did a lovely, she did something at Harewood, didn't she, the other week? At Harewood, oh, she's doing something at Harewood. And then just circle again. No.
£80 for the day. She's doing it with another girl that I know. And I just think,
breathes a lot in it. It's good for day.
Yeah.
And then just come up, hold. And just again, keep them shoulders moving. And we'll just get a little bit of hip action. My hip is only just getting right after my 2-hour dance class last Thursday. I saw Holly last night, the girl we were teaching, I was like, Holly, I don't know what I did with this right here, but oh my God, I thought I needed a replacement. She went, you smashed, she's a Georgia, she went, you like smashed it? I went, I smashed something, I don't know about the class. And 2, and 1, and then to stretch out through that back calf, let's take the hips back, chin to chest, and just gently, gently float forwards. Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, so again, I do it all the time, so I don't really always practice what I preach, but really, if I'm honest, hanging there is a really nice stretch for me. If I come down to the floor, it's a bit like, ooh, I'm a little bit tight. So you kind of want to have a bit of a mild discomfort versus a pain. So you're almost better doing, you know, 2 or 3 forward folds before you kind of just go too far. And then soften that front knee, so give that front knee a nice bend. And then gently, gently again, try and move sequentially, nice and slowly. And we'll do 1 more actually. So again, chin to chest, hips backwards, weight forwards. I did hip class on Saturday and I'm not sure what move I did. I think it was jumping rope. But my calves are only just feeling
I
normal.
have to avoid it. Every time I do it, something goes.
Really?
Honest to God, I've tried it and I've tried it and I've tried it.
Oh, really?
And without fail, something will
I'm usually alright. I mean, everything feels, it's definitely just a tight muscle, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I think I just got a bit too nervous.
yeah, that's fair enough. And then gently up. Yeah. I do often give like low impact, so fast but low impact options as well.
Yeah.
And then hold on the other side. So really push that big toe into the mat. Push the arch of the foot in. And then just find a focus. Just hold. And then gently up. My foot's slipping. It's because I've got my trousers over my heel. And then hold. And then 1, 2. It's an all-in-one this, which seems, I haven't wore it for ages, I just dragged it out from Sweaty Betty and then I thought, God, I need a wee.
Oh,
and I forgot how annoying it is that you've got to take the whole thing down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then over, hips back, chin to chest. And gently again, just notice, does this leg feel as tight? And sometimes you feel the stretch in a different place. Sometimes it's more on one leg, it might be more calf. This leg for me is right at the top of my hamstrings. I'm feeling it more
right behind my knee.
Is it? And again, take a breath in. And again. Last one, breath in. Bend the front knee and gently, gently up. And we'll do 1 more on that side. So again, chin to chest, hips back, weight forwards, gently, gently down. Last one, breath in, and gently, gently up. Yes, I'm debating whether to do, so I'm oncology trained for breast cancer, Pilates, that I've done the pink ribbon course, but I think to work with a lot of the hospitals, they want you to be level 4 cancer referral trained. But it's like, it's normally 800 quid per course.
and they're doing it for $6.50 at the Yorkshire Cancer Centre, and it's a week's course. I kind of feel like I want to move more into that field at some point.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, one, it's a week off work. I mean, my clients are fab, and I know everyone's so kind of supportive about cancer.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how much I don't think the exercise thing I'll probably learn much at all, but you learn about different types of cancers.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously if someone's got bone cancer, you need to obviously be very careful with things like balance and stuff. But I do feel like I want to do it.
I'll do it then.
Yeah. And I think to work with like Maggie's and places like that, they'd want you to have that qualification.
Yeah.
So, that was supposed to be slowing down the order. I'm 5, Martin's like, oh, you're more passionate now than you were 25 years ago. And 3, in some fields, 2. And 1, well done, absolutely, Amanda. And then again, just reach up, have a really pull, so pull on the wrist, so you're really getting a stretch through the lats as well. And again, just gently over. So this stretch should feel quite nice, unless you're super tight through the lateral side of your spine. Take a breath in. Gently up, and then the other way, so try and keep really straight, pull on that wrist, breath in. I'm going to say hello to my friend Jenny, who does it normally in Spain, but she's decorating today. You'll need this stretch, Jen. Send it recording, do something for shoulders and then back. Okay, so let's come straight down onto the mat. Again, we'll focus, there's plenty of time, you know, plenty of videos online if you want to do cardio and strength, guys, but let's really get some stretch into our bodies. So take a cow pose, take a breath in, and then round, nice and slowly, and again. So I'll give you that cash amount before you go.
Yes, thank you.
Transfer today.
Yeah, there's a lady that I, last year, she brought nearly every colour going. Honest to God, and then she just said, have you got any new ones? I went, no. I said, I'm selling everything off for £39. I do, I should send me pictures.
Yeah. I might try that one that Abby's bought in the black and gold in the olive if you've still got it, darling.
The olive?
Yeah, you said you had olive. Remember when I said I like the black and
khaki,
the olive?
yes,
khakis. I think the
yes,
khaki will suit you. I was shocked when I tried that black semi-sheer one. You couldn't really see
No.
much underneath at all, could you?
No,
I thought it'd be really see-through and it's not.
No.
2 and 1. Because I know we've got a few tight kind of calves here, guys, in class. Let's just shoot up into a downward dog, and then let the head obviously hang towards your chest, and then just take the right heel down. So we'll walk it out for 10 first. The left heel, the right heel, the left, the right, the left. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then see if you can take both down. Again, don't force it into where you're going, which is what I was like on Monday. Feels a lot better today, but I have done this every day. Just hold. So obviously, Ruth, I know your shoulders are tired a bit, and the problem is we want to stretch and keep our shoulders obviously mobile and obviously stretched out, but we need to strengthen them as well. A lot of pain from shoulders comes from weakness. So we're just going to come into that plank position. So again, what I want you to really think about your plank, so really push the mat away. So feel that you can have a little bit of softness in the elbow. You don't have to right extend or anything. But feel like you're pushing your breastbone, your sternum in towards your spine. Keep your heels down towards the floor, and then just round your shoulders a little bit. So take the shoulder blades apart a bit. And then just hold. Hold. We're just going to do 15 more seconds. and gently come down with the knees. Take the knees apart, big toes together, and go into a really nice. I like to, I know normally child's pose is really lengthening your arms, but if I'm honest, I sometimes like to just soften at my elbows so that my shoulders feel a little bit more at rest. So again, take some nice deep in, out breaths. And then gently round to one side, reach that top hand over the bottom, again take a nice breath in. And to the other side. Again, deep breath in. Beautiful. And excellent. Okay, so just for strength of the back, guys, it's important and for osteo that we do some cow to cow, I was going to say, some 4-point kneeling work. So in this position, imagine you just have the biggest Sunday dinner ever and your belly, you can't hold it in, and you just let your belly go. And when you let your belly go, then your back often kind of dips as well. And then draw the tummy in. So if you draw the navel in, and then it just automatically kind of gives you that straighter back. And then just take the right hand forward and the left hand backwards. Make sure you're not dropping in that shoulder where the hand's down. So really push away again. And then just take one arm and one leg away and just hold. It's not easy this. Push into that mat. Keep drawing that tummy in and then softly back in. Make sure your neck is looking, so your neck's nice and straight with the rest of the spine, looking down to the mat. And again, walk the opposite hand and leg away, push into the mat, and then lift, hold. I don't do this enough, I can tell if there's any position I feel slightly unstable in, it's this one. And then gently back. And then again, the other way. Again, lift. Reach forward and then back in. I was thinking Usain Bolt. This is Usain Bolt's fit. He like does this daily. It's like his big, yeah. And then again, just hold. Or did when you were competing. I think he just parties now. And then back in.
He did when he was competing.
And then back the other side. And then lift. Last one. I watched a documentary on him, it was absolutely fascinating. He's just naturally like unbelievably fast. And then back in. But he likes to party. And then last one.
Terrible with football then.
Yeah. Isn't it weird that?
Yeah.
And then back, and this time keep your knees together. I always think this gets a slightly different position than when it's wide. And just rest again. If you want to take your hands backwards next to your feet, you can if that feels better, like a fetal position. Two more. Last one. Fabulous. Okay, brilliant. And we'll just do, right, half mile. Let's do a little bit of work for core, but let's just, I like to take myself back to kind of basics on this one. And one of my friends was saying how hard she finds this, which means she's doing it right, which is good, always good. So imagine you're doing a bridge and your feet are in the position where you're doing bridge, but then just walk them a little bit away from you, so your shins are not, you know, slightly away from the knee, not directly underneath. And then give yourself your pelvic tilt, forward and backwards. So the optimum position really for our spine when we're doing abdominal work is neutral. Yeah, we don't want to be forcing the lower back into the mat, and likewise we don't want to be pushing the hip bones higher than the pubic bone. So keep your ribs nice and engaged. So obviously you want to be able to expand the ribs up and out, but in core work we kind of want the ribs together. And then just take the hands, interlink the fingers underneath the head and thumbs into the nape of the neck. So it's just basic chest lift. And then just feel like you're just gently engaging the core by drawing the navel away from your t-shirt. And then keep your elbows wide. You don't want to be kind of in fact, let's just do a couple where you bring the elbow in towards your head and then take the elbows out. And then again. So this move's really, really good, particularly for if any of my ladies that do my breast cancer rehab classes, really good for the lymphatic system, any pumping action. But then keep the elbows really nice and wide. Chin to chest, keep the ribs down, navel to spine, and lift up. Hold for about 2 seconds and lower halfway. And then lift again. And lower halfway. And again, so not everything has to be kind of gung-ho and like quick. We want to really work the deep muscles. And again. And lower. So there should be no movement in the back. The back is keeping in exactly the same position. We're not squashing as we come up, and we're not increasing the gap as we come down. Try and lift a little bit harder. A little bit harder, higher, sorry. Let's do 8 more for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then just take the head down and then take your arms out to just below capital T, shoulder height. Bring your feet back a little bit and just really push your inner thighs together. Take your knees to the right and your head to the left. And in this one, let's just give our ribs a rest and our back. We inhale and let the belly become big. Out breath, float the belly back down. And again, inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, draw the tummy in. Leave the tummy there while we bring our knees back to centre. Out breath the other direction. And again, inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, release. Another one. Out breath, release. Use the abdominals to bring the knees back to centre. Let's do that 2 more times in each direction. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, release. Again. And back to centre. And again, notice if it's different. So when I take my knees to the left, I've definitely got a little bit more inflammation through my right side. I can just feel that stretch more. Back to centre. When I take my knees to the right, it just feels really lovely. There's no real stretch. And again.
That might be because I never dislocated my head dancing, but. And then back again. And then over. So just last one. Beautiful. And then we'll come back. So we'll go again a little bit more into strength and core work. So again, just make sure if your eyes are closed, I have a tendency to close my eyes a lot in Pilates, but if your eyes are closed, just open them and just see where you're seeing. So hopefully you'll see directly above you or slightly in front. If your head's kind of, you're seeing more to the back of the room, you need to give yourself a little chin nod or a little cushion. And then again, nice neutral spine, so that tiny gap underneath the lumbar spine. Rib cage nice and flat on the mat. Bring the right leg up to tabletop and the left leg. And again, we're going to draw the navel in. Feel really strong and imagine that tray of drinks on your tummy, and as you take your leg out, your right leg out, it doesn't tip forward, and as you bring it back, you don't tip the drinks into your belly button. And again, out breath, and back in, and again, and back in, and again. It's funny, after a Pilates class, I always feel great. I never have any aches and pains. After something like HIIT, because everything's done very fast,
Yeah.
that's when it's really hard to keep that precision. And again, let's do 8, single, 8, 7, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Cross your ankles, guys. Bring your knees into chest. I've got a lovely guy, Evan, my friend, partner Paul. He's had, he's had a lot of accidents over the years on motorbikes, and he's broken back and all sorts of stuff. But he struggles with his back, obviously, but he wants to start Pilates. He's been told he needs to, so he's coming for a one-to-one today, and he's going to, this is the only class he can do with work. His boss has given him permission, so I said, you can come, Paul, but you can't talk. I will talk. I promise I won't talk, Jo. I said, well, I'm not usually worried about men, to be fair. My Monday night class, they're lucky if they say hello, which suits me. And then just take your left leg long, and just take the opposite hand, onto the outer lower thigh, and just gently bring it across over. Again, because my right side's a little, not bad, but it's a little bit tight. Yeah, mine often does when I've done a load of ab work. And then you can bring it back to centre and just kind of rock it a little bit.
Oh, that's a nice crack.
So if the stretch feels really mild, it's fine to kind of hold it straight away, but if it feels a bit tender, I like to kind of feel like I'm kind of shearing it, flossing it a little bit before I hold it. Again, you don't have to bring the foot all the way down if it feels too much, but try and rest into it if you can. So just again, just settle into it. Take a deep breath in as you let the belly rise. Out, breath, release. And again. Last one. And just gently back to centre, and just grab the back of that leg and just bring the knee into chest. Just stretch the back a little bit. And then just straighten the leg. Not, just to where you feel kind of comfortable. So we're going to bend it again. We're going to straighten it again. Hold. I can tell my right hamstrings are tight because I can hear all that like fascia going. And 3. And the more I do it, the less it kind of gets. 2. And then hold, and then circle, 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 circle back.
turn the foot in and out.
I've sprained it a couple of times.
Yeah, yeah, mine's the same.
Running.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
dancing with heels on that fell too high. I'm literally going over.
Yeah. Do you know Siobhan? She knows Pam quite well.
Darwell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh dear,
Yeah.
I don't know why I've never said that before. I've never got the link with, obviously I should have known. Oh, I love Siobhan. I love her. I went to sit and then the other side. I went to say, oh sorry, no, it's not doing. I was thinking I'd done side look then. Let's do the other side into the stretch. So just I went to Siobhan's wedding.
I did her.
Oh, she looked amazing, but she brought. That's what reminded me. You know, on a hen do. She went on a hen do to a beef. I didn't go. Oh, they laugh about that bloody hen do. It was the middle of May or early May. The weather was garbage for them, awful.
Oh.
And then she fell and broke her ankle. So on her wedding day, she had this beautiful. Oh, she looked stunning. She had this beautiful dress on. Is it Grace Loves Rosie? I don't know. Lace, whatever. But it was stunning. And she had like white Converse on. And then back to centre, and then again just pull in, and then straighten. And she said she wasn't even drunk, it would just, she had some little wedges are the worst, aren't there? You know,
Yeah.
you've got wedges on.
Yeah. I don't know, I've got a habit of wearing high heels for toes. I just, yeah. I've got, it's now, I was like, you're going to have to accept that the 5-inch ones can't be worn anymore.
No, I know. I love a heel, and I have got to be very careful these days. And I think because we virtually, like, we hardly ever wear them, it's even worse, isn't it? And then back, and then flex and point. Flex, oh mine went there and point. Flex. And then circle. Circle back. And then again, just that inversion, eversion. This foot feels tight. 2. And 1. Beautiful, well done. And then we're just going to actually, no, we'll do side leg. I was going to do something pro. We'll just do side leg. Won't do loads because I want it to be more about kind of really feeling everything stretched out today. So lengthen, really lengthen that bottom hand away from the top foot. Draw the navel in, hips nice and level, and we're just going to lift. We're just going to do 10. 10 lifts and lowers. But we're going to do 10 with a pointed foot and then 10 with a flexed foot. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, and then flex the foot a little bit more toward the quads, and drop and lift. And then circle. So you go to Paris tomorrow?
Sunday, well, 3 o'clock Sunday morning.
Is that for like a little...
It was a Valentine's present.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, she's only been married less than a year, Ruth. It'll stop 3. There'll be supermarket flowers next year. And then,
Nice as well.
oh, how
Yeah.
lovely. Oh, I have been to... We got engaged in
Oh,
Paris.
did you?
Yeah, I know it's a bit cliche, but yeah, it was lovely.
I've been for about 25 years. 20
Well, that's, I mean, mine will be longer because
Yeah.
we're 25 years married next year, so it was March 98, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, so for those of you who don't know me and found me on YouTube, I am, yes, old. And then just back and then tick and then push away. Oh, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, I'm quite excited actually.
Yeah, I bet. Circle. Oh, Steve needs it as well, doesn't he? He's been super busy.
Oh, yeah, but it won't be restful though, will it? But although the hotel does have a little spa.
Oh, does
So,
it?
yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
How nice.
I'm supposed to get some costumes actually.
And then on to the other side.
Yeah, Steve would be in there with a glass of something all the time though. It doesn't usually smell like normal people used to.
Oh, Martin's like that. If we go to Westfire, if we go to Rudding Park, we've only been in there 2 minutes and he's straight back with an Aperol or something.
Yeah. We're actually, we land at 8:30, so it's we're only taking carry on.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I said, oh, we drop the bags off at the hotel, and then we booked to go on the same
Flex.
river cruise for lunch,
Lovely.
which is 2.5 hours, and Steve's like, perfect, get straight on the boat, get the wine open, and don't have to walk anywhere. Obviously, by 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I was just like, I said, I'm going to have to go to bed at 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, it'd be great. I like the idea of like having a couple of glasses of wine at lunch, but I'm like you. I can't. If I'm drunk on a lunchtime, I couldn't. I'd be really struggling back to
But
go
Steve
out.
can drink like a fish, and he's not very tall, Steve, but very big.
No.
Honest to God, my friend, when she mentioned, my God, where does he put it?
It's tolerance, though, isn't it? He's worked in the entertainment, well, you know, the hospitality industry all his life, hasn't he? So I guess you get used to it.
But he'll drink old fashions like they just pop.
Oh, must admit, fashion, but literally, I think I'd managed 2 and that were it. I was just eat whiskey pretty much, isn't it?
We had friends come to the restaurant for Sunday lunch a few months ago, and the manager's very good at cocktails, and she said, I made you 6
old fashions.
I was like, what?
Do you know, talking about whiskey, I know we don't normally chat in this, but we've done a nice general class. You know, the lovely, one of the guys from the Hairy Bikers
I
died.
know, so
They were so lovely, weren't they?
I love those two.
Oh, I do as well.
I'm
And
so upset.
they showed this lovely little snippet of both of them chatting, and they were talking about where they were somewhere abroad. I want to say it was somewhere in Spain doing like a show, and then they were kind of staying at like got involved with like the Spanish people there, and they went on whiskey. And they said the next day they woke up to the lawnmower outside, and they're like, there were nothing that could dim the head. I was like, oh, brilliant. And then take the feet either side, and then in.
Oh, I bet he was so upset.
Oh, I just saw a thing or heard that he just said, I will miss you every single day of my life.
So sad.
Yeah. I'd quite like to read, apparently obviously they've got lots of cookbooks out, but they've got a book about their lives, and apparently they both came from really quite difficult, troubled backgrounds. Yeah, lovely.
Well, it's weird because I was watching the programme the other night, and I said to Steve, he still doesn't look very well.
No.
And then 2 days later, that.
Unbelievable. 3, 2. And then we'll just do some mobility bridges. So obviously any bridge will strengthen kind of all the posterior chain, but it's really nice for lengthening the hips as well. So just take the length through the front of the chest, and then just take a beautiful breath in, and then a little pelvic imprint, and slowly start moving your spine away. Does bridge feel alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I always think you can do bridge great. And then just send the shins and the knees high. Obviously just on your shoulder blades. Take a breath in at the top. And slowly lower. One by one. Now the next one, just if you didn't on the last one, just really feel like you are pushing the middle of the foot into the mat, almost lifting your toes, or feel that you can lift the toes, a bit like you're doing like a squat. And again, gently up. Just activate the pelvic floor a little bit more. Take a breath in. And again, slowly down. And again. So Amanda, I'm going to take it now. If you want to just continue with bridge bed, you can. But if anyone at home wants to do 6 roll-ups, just see how it feels. If you don't want to do roll, you don't have to come.
Oh, I'm fine.
And then just take the legs nice and long. So after bridge roll up, hopefully, and after hamstring should feel relatively, straightforward, not too difficult. So chin towards the chest, and then just lift, ribs towards the hips, forward, release, step back up, and again gently down. Forward, shoulders down. Talking about broad, I watched Monty Don last night. I don't even know how I came onto it. And he was doing Monty Don Gardens in
I've
Spain.
seen that before.
Oh, he was in Seville. Next week he's in. I think it looked like Bilbao, kind of San Sebastian area, and that looks incredible as well.
Well, my brother went to Seville the other week.
Yeah.
He said it was the most amazing place he'd ever been to.
That's what my brother said.
Yeah.
Talk.
He said it was incredible.
I've said to Martin last night, last one guys, we've got to go to Seville next year.
He said it was unbelievable.
Ooh.
He said he'd actually moved there.
Really, and then gently down guys, and just come over onto your front, and we'll just tuck the toes, do a couple of little rolling casts. Oh, I always feel so relaxed after this class.
My Friday morning treat.
Yeah, then I'm going to have to lift 5 kilo weights and do lots of lunges. And then just gently, it's weird, isn't it? My friend and I met a lovely man in London, maybe about 7 years ago now. We kept in touch with him. He's a vet in Seville, and he was kind of saying to me, obviously it's stunning, but he said, don't ever come in summer, Jo.
No.
It's just too hot.
Well, it was 23 when I went.
Yeah. And then gently up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend, guys. If anyone's